do our second show of the season. This is our second show of the season, and since it's number 2, we're going to try harder. It's kind of old home week around here because we have 2 of the guys who are responsible for me having my television show in the first place. Well, they're here with us. Tom and Dick Smothers are here. Right on.
Glenn, there's greatness in the air tonight, Glenn.
Really? Ladies and gentlemen, our announcer, Eddie Mayhoff.
Can you feel the excitement, lad?
Well, yeah, I think it's going to be fun, Ed.
Fun. Fun. This time, lad, you've pulled off a real Lulu.
Is Lulu here?
America's waiting for your decision, Glenn. Where do we start?
Oh, why don't we start with the Smothers Brothers?
Oh, this boy knows. He really knows.
Here are 2 of the finest comedy stars ever. Ladies and gentlemen, the Smothers Brothers.
Hang down your head, Tom, Dooley. Hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom, Dooley. Oh boy, you're going to die. Hang down your head.
Tom. Who is it? Tom, brace yourself. Are you steady?
I'm braced. Who is it?
I want you to meet our brother. No, really, I'm not kidding, Tommy. This is our brother. Now, don't you say anything. You're going to regret later once you realize this is our own flesh and blood.
Nice try. 3 Smothers Brothers. You're trying to tell me that it's 3
Smothers Brothers. Tom, Dick, and...
What else? Harry.
Well,
it's in bad taste.
It's
Come on.
not. Now cut it out, Tommy. Now believe me, this is no trick. This is our brother.
Then,
your brother.
If that's my brother, how come I didn't see him hanging around the house when we were kids?
Tom, do you remember the closet? I never let you go in that closet. Remember that one? You used to see me carrying food into that closet. Well, that's Harry.
I always thought you were in that closet smoking Crayolas.
I didn't smoke Crayolas. Now, don't change the subject. This is Harry, and this is our brother.
He ain't my brother.
Trust me, he's your brother.
If you're my brother, say something heavy.
Spiro Agnew.
He ain't heavy, he ain't my brother. All right, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Tommy, I'll tell you what, I'll prove it to you. You ask Harry here a personal family question, a question that no one other than a close, family person would know the answer. A question, think of the hardest question you could think of that only a family member would know. Go ahead, just ask.
Okay, stranger. This is something that only a Smother brother would know. When we were little kids, this is a question. In what room did we keep the refrigerator in?
Well, the kitchen.
Harry Smothers.
Good to see you. I never knew I never knew you had hanging around in the closet.
Oh, well, you are really a dumb, gullible person.
I'm sure glad I have another
Tommy,
brother, because I wasn't pleased
You are
with
the
him
most
at all.
ignorant, you are the stupidest, ignorant person I ever saw. Do you believe a trick like that? Harry, our brother?
Who else would know a secret question about where,
Tommy,
that secret
Tommy,
question about the refrigerator?
The joke is over. I mean, you fell for it. You fell for the dumb third brother joke, and you just...
Don't try to pull away from me now.
Tommy, that's not our brother.
Yes, he is so.
I'll prove it to you. Glen Campbell knows who our brother is. Glen, could you come on out for a second? Help us out. Yeah, Dick. Tom.
Hi, Glen.
Hi, Tom.
Meet my brother, Harry Smothers.
Tom, you only got one brother, and that's Dickie.
That's right.
That's impossible. Then how come he knew what room we kept the refrigerator in?
What's the kitchen got to do with it, Tom?
Glen Smothers.
Glen Smothers. You've been hiding out in the basement. He's been in the closet. What a surprise Mom's gonna have. I don't mind you changing your name or anything. But how come you never write, Mom? You never sent her a nickel, neither did you, Harry.
No, wait.
I'm not your brother.
Yes,
son.
you
I'm
are.
from Arkansas.
Glen
You are from
Smothers.
California. Mind if I cut in?
Mind if you cut in? You wouldn't have dared say something like that 3 years ago. Gonna cut in on a fading biggie.
All I wanted to do was sing with Dionne, but boy, if you want to dance with you go right ahead.
No, that's okay. I'm busy anyway. Gonna clean up your dressing room, bring the censors something, and then clean up their cages. Be my gift.
There, Tom and Dick, without Harry.
Matilda, Matilda took my money and run Venezuela. Yeah, Matilda took my money and run Venezuela. She also took my heart and some very good silverware.
Heavy, very heavy.
Matilda was a thief.
Yeah, tell it like it was, baby.
But I loved her. Come back, Matilda. Come back from Venezuela. Bring back your love to me. And don't forget the silverware. Take it away, Tommy.
All right, magic fingers. Tommy, cut that out. Now, just what do you think you're doing?
Brace yourself for a surprise. You might not be aware that I'd like you to meet our brother, Bob.
That's right, I'm your little baby brother, Bobby.
All right, Tommy, the joke's over. Ha ha, that's really funny.
It was
But
about
this
that,
is-
too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh.
That is not my brother. That is Bob Hope, a very famous man. There's famous Bob Hope movies, Bob Hope television shows. There's even a Bob Hope golf tournament.
You forgot my books, my albums, and my jams and jellies.
It kind of bugs you, doesn't it, Dickie?
Why would it bug me?
Because your brother Bob made it and you didn't.
Oh, not for Christ. All right, Tommy, just cut it out. Will you just cut it out?
Okay.
You really drag it into
Hey,
the ground.
here's a clincher.
Okay,
To
clincher.
prove that he's our brother.
All right.
I got a personal question that you could ask him that only a brother would know who lived with us and grew up, and you could ask him the question, the personal question that only a brother would know.
You want me to ask him a question?
Ask him the
that only-
question.
that
Only a brother would know.
Only a brother would know.
The answer is kitchen.
All right, when we all went to Uncle Dick's farm for Thanksgiving, remember, a long time ago, where did he keep the fertilizer?
In the kitchen?
Nice try, Tommy.
I don't mind telling you, Bob, but it's kind of a disappointment to me because you just don't think fast enough to be a Smothers brother.
I had the same problem with the Andrews sisters.
It doesn't matter who wins or loses anything. You can win one, I can win one. It doesn't make any difference. See, the violence doesn't get anywhere in this world. I mean, you've got to learn to love each other. And what I want to do is be your friend. It doesn't make any difference whether you win or lose. So, hey, let's just put it here. Let's shake and just.
Henry. John Henry, that's a name that's gonna live forever because he was one of the greatest heroes this country ever had. He was the greatest steel driver that ever swung a hammer. In fact, he swung 2 hammers. John Henry was so powerful, he had a hammer in each hand. And he was a hero when this great country needed a great hero.
He was a giant of a man.
John Henry was a powerful man. John Henry was the most powerful steel driver that ever swung 2 hammers.
He was a giant of a man.
And John Henry was a powerful, big man. And when
he
John
was a
Henry...
giant of a man.
John Henry was a giant of a man.
Drive on, John! When John Henry was a little baby, sitting on his daddy's knee, picked up a hammer, little piece of steel, and said, "This hammer be the death of me, Lord, Lord, Lord. Hammer be the death of me." Oh. Yeah, John Henry was a poor boy, only things he ever had were the makings of a legend, a little piece of steel, and the hammer he got from his dad, Lord, Lord, Lord. Hammer he got from his dad. Oh, yeah. You know, some people believe that John Henry was born with a hammer in his hand. Lord, Lord. Of course, there are some people who say they've seen a chicken with lips. Well, John Henry was born down in West Virginia, in the hills of West Virginia, right around Big Bend Tunnel. And folks down that way they still swear they can still hear John Henry's hammers echoing through those hills. Whop, 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 whop. See, John Henry got his first hammer from his daddy. He was just a little fella, and his daddy gave him a little kitchen hammer, and John Henry just grabbed that hammer and started hammering on things. See, a wise man once said that when a child first discovers a hammer, the whole world becomes a nail. And sure enough, John Henry just went around hammering on everything. He'd hit the kitchen sink, whop, 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 and hitting the pans, whop, 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 and banging the little girl next door's door. Whop, 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 whop. Good Lordy.
Yes, good Lord.
Well, John Henry, he started growing in size, and he started growing in stature, and
So did his hammer.
so did his hammer. His daddy kept giving him a bigger hammer good Lordy, by the time John Henry was 15 years old, he done hammered everything there was in town. And his daddy, Henry, said, "John Henry, it's about time you start working on the railroads, driving steel like your father." And sure enough, at 15 years old, John Henry started driving steel on the railroad, and 2 short years, he was driving steel faster than any 10 men. Yes, John Henry was driving. It was also the time of greatness in this country, 1868. Time of the transcontinental railroads, April 4th, 1868. Exactly 100 years to the day of our cancellation.
This was also the time of the Industrial Revolution, and John Henry became a legend of this great conflict.
One day, the captain, head of all the railroad workers, one day, the captain of all the railroad workers walked up to John Henry and said, "John Henry, I'm bringing a steam drill round, automatic steel driver. It's gonna drive steel faster than any man ever could." Well, John Henry heard this, and he didn't say nothing. He just walked up to the captain, and in front of all his fellow railroad workers, John Henry, he said to the captain, "Man ain't nothing but a man. Before I let your steam drill beat me down, I'm gonna die with a hammer in my hand, Lord, Lord, Lord. Die with a hammer in my hand." And sure enough, the very next day, they arranged a race between John Henry and that steam drill. Well, every man in the railroad territory was out there that day because they knew if John Henry lost that race, Well, they were all out of a job. Well, over there stood that steam drill, big shiny smokestack sticking up in the air, and well, the captain, he walked over to that steam drill, kind of smiled, and then looked over at John Henry. You ready, boy? Well, I swear you could hear a pin drop that day, because John Henry, he didn't say nothing. He just spit on his hands, picked up those 2 9-pound hammers. Shut up. He walked over to the starting line. The captain pulled out a pistol, pointed up in the air, and shot it off. And started one of the greatest histories.
Races.
The greatest races in history. Man against machine. What? 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 Well, I'm not going to bore you with the details of the race. But John Henry lost that race, and sure enough, he laid down his hammer and he died. Lord, Lord.
Over here. Well, they buried him in the sand.
Amen.
Right next to the old right-of-way.
Amen.
And every railroad man that would go by, he'd say, "Amen, John Henry. There lies a steel-driving man."
Amen, John Henry.
Amen.
Sing it, brother. In the hills of West Virginia, right around Big Bend Tunnel, they say there's a lot of little hammers running around town that look a lot like John Henry.